Hi everyone and welcome back to video 2 of how I ink Walt Simonson's The Thing from the Fantastic Four. When I last left off, I was about to ink his hands, so here we go, we jump into his hands, always remembering that they're thick, ragged, blocky, not very delicate. I come in and Walt had indicated the side of his palm, so I've come in here with some thin lines. The top of his hand is in shadow, so I will do really thick lines here to indicate the shadow, and Walt had indicated a pattern that I will follow. And I'll come back and do the gradation a little less abruptly. The Series 7 brush, when they're nice, new, and sharp, you can lean on them a little bit and they will give you a nice, thick, almost rectangular mark like I'm doing here. It's really good when you're doing things like this. See, it's practically a perfect triangle. So the wrist is done in the classic Kirby pattern with thicker blacks. Here I'm thickening up the lines for the transition. And I keep a lot of ink on my brush. It's not very dry. My goal here is to do the whole head before I go to the hat or the glasses or the coat. Outline the entire head, indicating the shadows toward the back side of his face. And don't worry about perfection. They're big broad patterns. And I remember the inside of his coat is black, so I don't want the blacks on his face to be solid black. So I will feather them out a little bit. Gets a few specks, flicks of white in there. And every now and then I come back in and I add a little texture, a little nick here, a nick there. Now I'm back to his hand holding the glasses and the bottom of the thing's jaw. And there's a shadow from the hand on the face. And I want to indicate a couple of little areas where the light is being caught on the edges of the rocks. Using the tip and the side of the brush to quickly block those shapes in. And block them in. Don't worry about perfection on this. It's not going to be noticed. It is textural rock. It's not supposed to be precise. And I have a tendency to bounce around and whatever catches my eye, and I'll come back and fill in a black here, a black there, a texture here, a texture there. But now I want to do the brim of the hat. It's a big black shape. I will simply indicate it in with the brush, it will be solid black. I don't have to worry about my edges. I draw it in quickly. And that's pretty much it. I'll fill it in later. Now I'll do the underside of the shadow from the hat. And I'm just going to feather a little gray texture there. Don't want it solid black because it would blend in with the bottom of the hat. And since it's on the same level, these little textures also don't get solid black. They also give you a chance to use the gray, the lines to create a gray to help emphasize the form as they go up and around his face. And thanks for watching, and we'll have another video next week. Take care. Bye.